More or less, that is more like it from the Toronto Raptors as they beat the Boston Celtics 114-106, and man, that's better. That is much better. Now, ideally, they didn't play the greatest, but they played well enough to win. And they did a great job tonight. You know, basically, you're playing a good team. So we knew it was going to be a tight game. Boston, obviously, going into this one, only one game behind the Raptors, playing really good ball. 10-2 in their last 12 games. They've been playing really, really well, whereas the Raptors, shaky of late, 5-5 in their last 10, lost 5 of 6, not been good. However, first quarter, you think, all right, Raptors +5. They only hold Boston to 18 points. You think, okay, that's a great first quarter. The Raptors did a great job there. Second quarter, bang, they gave out 37. So, I mean, it was an awful second quarter. However, the second half was a different story. Raptors +5 in that third quarter and +12 in the fourth. Both teams shoot 37%. However, Raptors shoot 46% from three, where Boston only shoots 33%. And a big reason, a huge reason of why this team won today was something that has been killing them the last few games, is the rebounding. Raptors have 50 plus 17 on the glass, 50 to 33. And on the offensive glass, that's been something I've been ripping of late because it's been so lopsided. Today, it was the Raptors lopsiding the Boston Celtics, 17-6 plus 11 in that category. But something that, a lot of Raptor fans would have said if we lost, this was the reason, was the 17 turnovers. Yeah, that was a big problem. However, they did a great job rebounding the ball and didn't give Boston a lot of second chance points. So that was a great thing in that case. But we got to talk about a few individual performances in this one. There's lots of people I could just talk about. However, 3 people I want to talk about. Mainly the main 3 for the Raptors, more or less. DeMar DeRozan, guys, had a huge night. 41 points and 13 rebounds. And he had a couple steals to add in there just to pad some stats a little bit. And not only did he get 41 points, he didn't just shoot abysmal percentages, just take a ridiculous amount of shots. He shot 16 of 29, and that is 55%. That is very efficient and very good for DeMar DeRozan. He had a fantastic game. Kyle Lowry had 24. He had 4 boards and 9 assists. 1 assist away from a double-double. He had 2 steals and a block to go along with his stats, and he shot 7 of 12 for 58%. He was very good. But the man of the game, I said in the last video that he had an abysmal game. After having a few good ones, he had a rough one in the last game, but he came out tonight and, in my opinion, was one of the, if not the, player of the game in this one. Jonas Valanciunas, 18 points and 23 rebounds. Guys, he had I think it was plus, he was over 10 rebounds in the fourth quarter alone. See what happens when you give him more minutes? He's efficient. He's good. Yes, his, percentage wasn't great, only 33%, 6 of 18. However, he was massive. He also had a couple blocks to go along with that, especially, I think both of them were actually late in the fourth quarter. But no, he was huge. Huge all game. He was great. Bench wasn't really anywhere to be seen. I mean, you had Patrick Patterson start, only played 21 minutes, didn't even get a point. He was 0 of 3. Naguer only had 7 points. Ross with only 2. Joseph had 7, but other than that, nothing too crazy. But it was the big boys that stepped up in this one and said, all right, we have played absolutely garbage in the last, you can say week or 2. We are not going to be playing like this for much longer. And they showed tonight that this is not how the Raptors play. Well, tonight is how they usually play. The past few games that's not how the Raptors play games. Tonight is what we see. We always see a team that claws. No pun intended, guys. I apologize for that. But it's what it is, right? They always claw. They always grind. And the man, it's Lowry time. It's just the guy in clutch situations always finds a way to be the man. And, you know, he wasn't the biggest of factors in this one. It was DeMar DeRozan. He was the guy in this game. Even down the stretch, you know, a lot of the time we see, DeMar DeRozan gets 30 plus, but Kyle Lowry does the damage late to get the Raptors to win. Well, in this case, Kyle Lowry did hit some huge shots late. You know, I think it was a huge shot late in the third quarter. And, you know, I think he took the lead, 102, 101 or something like that, you know, obviously late in the game. You know, and those are huge shots, and I think it was the and one he got. So, I mean, he had huge shots, but DeMar DeRozan put the dagger in the Boston Celtics, and they couldn't shut him down. They just could not do it tonight, and the Raptors overpowered them. But the Raptors did a fantastic job, in my opinion, you know, on Isaiah Thomas. He had 27 points. I get that. You know, and he's going to get his fair share. He did shoot 9 free throws, so you can minus that if you want. However, the guy did shoot 8 of 19 for only 42%. That's not very good. If you can, I mean, you know, credits to Kyle Lowry and all the big men who just didn't let Thomas, you know, get in on them. They did a very good job tonight, and you know, just pleased overall with the game. The guys look good overall. They looked really good. The main keys to this team played really well. On an injury note, on a little injury update before we end off the video, Jared Sullinger, guys, he's looking better. He looks like he's getting his health back up. I think if he gets cleared, he's going to be able to practice. I think I read that correctly. So that's very good news. He already did the 4-on-4. I think it was on Friday. But if he gets cleared, he'll be able to practice with the team, which means he'll be coming back, not back, what the heck is that? Coming back very shortly, so that's very exciting, you know, to add him to the mix, because you can clearly see him on the bench, eager to get going, because he's always fired up on the bench. I think it was when Kyle knocked down the 3, you see him going like this, and it's like, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. It's like he's always fired up and into the game. Can't wait to see that on the court. That's going to be nice. He'll be a great addition. I know we're all excited to see him. So that is going to do it for this one, guys. If you enjoyed the video, hit that like button. If you really enjoyed the game too, hit that like button because it really means a lot to me. And hit the subscribe button if you guys haven't already. Comment down below, who is your player of the game in this one? Who would you give it to? JV, Kyle, DeMar. Who would you guys give it to? I know DeMar had the more points, but JV, double-double, big double-double. And Kyle Lowry, obviously being Kyle Lowry, doing Kyle Lowry things. So let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk to you guys Friday night, Raptors edition, Raptors Nets. So that's a very winnable game if Brook Lopez plays. I mean, he didn't in the last game, and that was a fun game to watch for the Raptors. And we'll also talk to you guys Friday night as well. Leafs, Rangers. So we got a couple days off, maybe a Blue Jays video. I don't know. We'll see how it all goes. Might just wait a little bit longer for the Jays. Get a little update going. We'll talk to you guys Friday night post-game for both games. See you guys then.